What's going on, everybody? This is Chris Classic dropping a quick car vlog. Yep, you guys have a twofer for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and wonderful afternoon, whatever time zone you in. If nobody tells me, but God loves you, Christ loves you, and I love you as well. I'm praying for you guys. Hope you guys are praying for me. God is good and God is great. Praying for God to cover you guys, especially if you're healing and pressing on through a lot of tough things, because we do go through trials and tribulations. When I was reading the word with my family, we was just talking about the iniquities that Christ died on the cross for our iniquities, which is crazy. Raphael, man, God bless, man. Long time no here. God bless you. Hope everything is well. So praying for you guys. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, the Taking Home Podcast, where I talk about professional wrestling topics, and I put in my matches as Classic Alpha, professional wrestler of 14 years, and also subscribe to C3 Ultimate Wrestling. That is me and my wife's professional wrestling company. We have our next show called May 23rd. Dyer, Indiana, Harold's private venue. Also go to C3 for our previous shows as well. I'm doing great. I hope all is well with you. Everything's great. Wrestlemania 42 has potholes in it. The road to WrestleMania 42 has potholes in it. So we're going to speak about it for a little bit before I have to go back. I'm not that excited for it. You guys know, like, one of the only matches I actually want to see is Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. I think at least WWE has done a great job with that. When I look at some of these other matches, so let's even go with this one. I'm curious about Roman versus CM Punk, but the longer Roman shows up, the more Roman shows up every week, the more less interested and the more it's cringeworthy, right? Yeah, it's supposed to be good. Now, I will say that they are doing better than what they did last year. Last year, they was announcing stuff like a week before the show or the week of the show. So they are doing good. They do have a decent amount of matches, so people can build and lead to a story sometimes, right? Or the who, what, where, when, and why. Still, I do feel like even Roman and CM Punk, people was going to assume that Roman Reigns was not going to be there every week. He's been there every week. And it started off piping hot. Now, to me, it's lukewarm. It's lukewarm to me. For them to be back there and they're talking to each other, and I choose you because I'm the Royal Rumble winner and I hate you, and I'm going to bury you next to your dead father. We was expecting Roman to talk about either his wife or the dog, and it didn't happen. And the thing that made CM Punk's blood boil was that Roman Reigns called him old. And then last week's promo about him saying Roman's going to be covered in oil and jizz when it's dried up. Like, are we just going for the ooze? Are we going for the ooze? Like, is this what we're going for? We're just going for pops because, Roman said no pop. They're going for every pop in the book, so much that Coca-Cola is about to sue them for copyright infringement. Because you went from saying something about this man's father, who is an OG to the Samoan dynasty of the Anawa'i, to you crashing out because he called you old. And then the next week, yeah, I am old, but I don't wear just, small pops. And it's like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? I did see Steph slap Cody, which is another thing, which is weird. Cody is the champion in SmackDown. Why is he on a Raw show? Why does he have to get motivated by Stephanie because they was in Madison Square Garden? No, that's weird. They should have had CM Punk come out and say, what are you doing here on my show? And then go off from that. You can't do that. It's just crazy. Why was he there? Why couldn't this be a backstage vignette for SmackDown? Because you're the SmackDown champion. Now, I understand people show up to every show because that's going to go into something else that I'm going to speak about. But still, I just think that, you open up the show and you're not even the champion of Raw. No, he's the champion of WWE because that's the main belt, obviously, that they want everybody to believe in. But still, it's crazy. Oh, she needed to pep talk him into going against Randy because Randy isn't the same Randy. We know this. Cody has said this before, but Stephanie was there. The only thing that was interesting was when Cody said that she wasn't his father because Stephanie said that Cody wasn't his father. That was the only thing that was very interesting about that. Other than that, still. Anyway, going back into like the WrestleMania thing, like I'm on the fence about CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I don't think that the Usos need to be involved in it. I don't think that we need to. I think they went the wrong way with this. Oh, that Roman can't do it by himself. That is the main thing that we have seen for the past few years since the Bloodline stable has happened. So many people have went that route. Now, if you can do it different, that's cool. CM Punk is not doing it different, unfortunately. You definitely should have went with the old thing. Like I know Gunther did it to CM Punk, which was a great match, but it was obviously overshadowed by Seth cashing in. But still, I do think that Roman should have at least went that route. Like you can't do it like I can do it and stuff like that. Instead of, okay, going from somebody's father who passed to being old to being covered with oil and jizz. To CM Punk smiling because he got beat up by Roman saying he can't do it by himself. Like, to be honest, Roman is looking like a Scrappy. He look like Scrappy Doo. Like, you're supposed to be the big dog, and he's starting to look like Scrappy Doo. Like, I understand they're trying to make it seem like Roman is can't do it on his own, but he can do it on his own. And it's like, y'all gotta, please, like, the believability in CM Punk is dwindling because CM Punk is older. It's not as fast and as strong as he used to be. So, like I said, even when Netflix, when they had the first show this year, Braun Breaker versus CM Punk, low-key, Braun Breaker should have won. Like, if we're trying to sit here and say, oh, well, we're testing Braun, no. And that match wasn't even that good. Low-key, the match was forgettable. The bad part is, how do you build up a guy that is a tank at 20-something years old, and he can't beat a guy that's like 45, 46 years old? And on top of that, you had Division involved, and then you also had Luchas involved too. And none of that, throughout all of that, he could not beat CM Punk at all. Where do we go from here? So, to try to sell us that CM Punk is just a dangerous guy and stuff because he's great on the microphone and he's still a decent wrestler is kind of crazy to me. On paper, I would put 10 times out of 10 Roman Reigns could beat CM Punk. So, all of this, oh, he can't do it on his own and stuff, it is a little bit played out. That story has been played out longer than Punk being old, right? So, still, it's just a little crazy. Reigns can't do it by himself. Roman had beat many people on his own to Tribal Chief Day. And that's the thing. Roman has beaten people before. Some of his members have been banned from ringside. We have done this kind of stuff before. You know? I get what they're trying to say. Oh, Roman, like Jay, oh, you're acting different. You're not acting like the boss like you're supposed to be. But it's everywhere. This story is like everywhere. Roman Reigns cut a promo and was about to leave the ring. And then CM Punk leaves the ring and stops and says, hey, no, we're not done talking. You're going to go back in here because this is my show. And Roman literally went back into the ring. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? They are literally trying stuff. At one point, Roman was saying, we don't like this. We will give you this. We will make you a legend, give you a legend contract. Who is we? Is The Rock coming into this? I don't want The Rock nowhere near WrestleMania. You don't need The Rock. You do not need The Rock. We don't need Roman as part of the TKO thing. We don't need none of that. None of that at all. We don't need that at all. That's one thing. Cody and Randy is safe, right? It's the safe approach. I mean, Drew should have had the belt longer. Like, he should have been beat Cody, and then Cody eventually won it. I think he should have had a longer reign. I mean, this isn't the first time this kind of stuff happened with Drew McIntyre, but still, Cody having to be motivated by Stephanie McMahon is just bananas to me, in my opinion, with the situation. And oh, thank you and stuff like that. Randy is different. Like, when Randy, that is the standard. When Randy turns heel, he is different. He is different. This is a different Randy from a couple years ago. This is a different Randy and stuff like that. Randy is very, very different and stuff like that. Like, come on, man. They dang near didn't even touch on the fact that Cody was in the legacy, being led by Randy. Should have said, hey, I learned stuff from you, but it's time for me to teach you something. Come on, man. It's easy. It's very, very easy. And the thing is, Cody could still get booed out the building because people love Randy so much. And some people are tired of Cody. Is it warranted? Yes or no? But still, some people are still going to cheer Randy. They're going to sing his song. They're going to say, whoa, to Cody, then they're going to boo him. He's going to be like, from whoa to no, why are y'all booing me? What are y'all doing? And Ted may show up. But everything that is going on because he got cleared being not guilty of that fraudulent stuff, he might show up. We don't need Ted. We don't need Ted. We don't need anything with factions no more. Because I'll tell you why. We may see Liv Morgan come out with Roxanne Perez because she came and attacked Stephanie and they jumped Stephanie. We are going to see Jade with B-Fab and Michin when she faces Rhea Ripley. We may see the Usos come out with Roman to have something to do with his match against CM Punk. 3 out of the 4 main matches, they have somebody that's either a stable, a faction, or some help. We don't need none of that stuff. That's the oversaturation part, right? It's the oversaturation part. Going on the women's side, Liv and Stephanie is very, very interesting because it does look like they hate each other. That's what you're supposed to do when you're feuding and stuff like that. And with Roxanne coming in, and then them, the Judgment Day kicking Finn out, because it looks like it's going to be Finn versus Dominic, which is something I look forward to. If Finn Balor becomes Demon Finn, if he doesn't become Demon Finn, what's the point of this? What are we doing? But Liv and Stephanie, it looks like they are straight outside with it, and it's definitely cool, and it's definitely fine. I do feel like Stephanie does need to get into the English barrier of understanding it and how we're doing certain things instead of just giving her something to say. Liv Morgan's promo was bomb yesterday, especially when she was talking about, she talked about her mom, and then she talked about Stephanie's mom and basically said she was trash in Spanish. And I thought about white chicks. Oh, you want to talk about mothers? You want to talk about mothers? So it was funny. And then Roxanne came back. So a lot of people were speculating that Roxanne was going to come back. So curious to see what they're doing with that. Jade and Rhea is sort of like Punk and Roman to me because it's getting worse the longer. They get in the ring a couple weeks ago. Your shoulders are big. My shoulders are big. My legs are bigger than your legs. I'm muscle. I'm this and that. And we're this and that. And then Rhea had good jabs. Hey, yours is built for show. Mine is built for wrestling and stuff like that. And then a couple weeks ago, Jade was like, I don't need this championship. And then Rhea kind of said she didn't need the championship, but she wants it because of this and that. What are we doing here? Ain't this the championship? Why are y'all fighting? Why did you win the Elimination Chamber? What's going on here? Like, are we really doing this? Like, we're going to act like the belt is not important? Like, to me, that seems like that's something that somebody would say when they're either out the door or they're going to lose. Having Michin and B-Fab come together and side with Jade is weird in itself too. And what made it more weird is that y'all gave B-Fab a microphone behind Jade, who had a microphone. So when they was talking to the crowd, we heard everything, and it was so weird. And then Rhea in the ring speaking on the microphone that she got, it was all weird. Only 2 people should have a microphone, Rhea and Jade. That was it. That's all needed microphones. That was all needed microphones. Everybody else didn't need to have a microphone. Jay could pass it to such and such, and then they can speak. What are we doing here, man? WrestleMania got potholes in it. WrestleMania, the road to WrestleMania has potholes in it. It has potholes in it. Penta, the Intercontinental Champion, will be defending his belt in a ladder match against JD McDonough, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, and Rusev. I believe that's all 5 contestants. Where did this come from? Last time we saw Rusev, he lost to Oba. JD McDonough was jumping Finn Balor. Javon, we love Javon. Dragon, we love Dragon. Penta, we love Penta. We love a lot of these guys, and it's just randomness of a 5-way ladder match. And they're saying they haven't had one of these in like 10 years, 5 to 10 years, one of those 2. Okay, match is going to be good. I definitely thought it was going to be a tag match or something, how they're going to do that. Gunther and Seth, out of nowhere. What's going on, Jaden? Seth is about to take care of Paul, and then Gunther takes him out and chokes him out. This is a match I'm actually looking forward to. But dang, it's just out of nowhere. I don't think Gunther is going to be a part of the division. And honestly, just keep the division as a tag team. Like, they weren't expected to win the belts last night, so let's do something like that. Make them the unlikely winners of certain things, right? Why not? Just do something like that with that situation, obviously. But Gunther choking out Seth, cool. Maybe we could say that Seth, he wants to retire Seth. It can go. It can work. I know a lot of people are like, why? I'll give it patience because Gunther and Seth are two great workers. And I do think that whatever they're going to say is they're definitely going to say it. You get what I'm saying? But it is random. But at the same time, I will give them grace, especially because Seth just got cleared. And a lot of people were saying that they wanted Gunther to wrestle. Where's Gunther at? Gunther should be wrestling because he retired 3 wrestlers and he's not. Like, what's going on with Gunther? So I am not opposed to Gunther versus Seth because I do think that it will be a great match. It's obviously going to be a 4-way women's tag for the women's championships. It's going to be the Irresistible Forces, Lash Legend and Nia Jax versus the Bella Twins versus Charlotte and Alexa Bliss versus Lyra and Bailey. They're obviously doing that because they're doing the same thing every week. Every time it's a tag match, other 2 tags get involved. Now all of them got involved into the match. Mind you, out of all of the matches that I did see, this was one of the best ones I've seen between Lyra Bailey versus the Irresistible Forces. I thought this match was good. Then everybody just shows up. Mind you, some of these people are exclusive to SmackDown. So I guess Cody Butts had full of SmackDown wrestlers that just showed up to make a claim and to make a stake with it, right? What's going on, Alan? I'm just assuming that's just what happened. They all did a brawl, and the good guy teams, for the most part, they stood strong. Now, rumors are that the Bella Twins are probably going to win it as a walkout, as a thank you to them for whatever they contributed to the women's revolution. Because I know that the Nikki wants to have a send-off like AJ and John Cena had. Now, John Cena's wasn't that great to a lot of people, but go crazy. I do wish that the Irresistible Forces retain. Obviously, Lash and Nia, I think they've done a great job. Still, Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams for the U.S. title. Sami beating Carmelo still leaves a sour taste in people's mouth. Some people are expecting Carmelo to be included into the match so it can be a triple threat. I'm not opposed to that. I'm not big on WWE doing these triple threats so randomly, but honestly, I do think that Carmelo is definitely one of the ones who worked hard this year. Him and Dragunov. Heck, you want to make it a four-way? I guess I'd be okay with that. But still, people already call Sammy Hogan, and honestly, it's WWE's fault. When y'all kept calling Sammy the ultimate underdog, he's the underdog, and this and that. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of his heart and all of that stuff. The size of the fight in the dog. It's just people got tired of it. So now people calling him Sammy Hogan, subjected to be booed and stuff. I do feel like they are projecting Sami Zayn to be the world champion by next year, WrestleMania, because it's going to be in Saudi Arabia, and they love Sammy out there, and they will definitely want to make them go home. So definitely, they're definitely just trying to build a blueprint into Sami Zayn's redemption story or whatever. But I don't feel like he needed the United States title. Heck, I'll take it a step further. I don't think Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams needed to happen. And that's the bad part when you think about it. After Sammy beat and pinned Carmelo, the vignette showed that Aldis was like, oh, okay, you and Trick, one-on-one for the belt at WrestleMania. Dang, Carmelo just lost the belt. He just lost the belt. So basically, and that's just what it is. It's a little crazy now. It's just a little crazy going on. I'm trying to think. Is there any more matches that I forgot? So many belts. This is another thing about so many belts. But still, I don't know if Julia is going to defend her United States women's belt. I don't know. Whoa, AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I'm not looking forward to that. The first match wasn't that good. AJ Lee's match against Bayley wasn't that good neither. Not looking forward to it. I'm not looking forward to it. AJ wrestles like the people that CM Punk despised, about older people coming in, taking over the younger people talent, taking other people's opportunities and stuff, but they can't go. They can't do that well. And she has not done that well. And I understand people can say, oh, well, she went through mental health. Oh, she went through this stuff. Like, quality is still quality regardless at the end of the day. And I do hope she does get better, and I hope it is a great match. See, I can sit here and say I'm not looking forward to it, but I don't wish the worst upon them. I'm not a big Becky fan as a wrestler. Her character work, great. I think they both did kind of suckish on promos. Becky, now you scared of AJ, but you want to fight her, but then you trick her into going one-on-one against you at WrestleMania. Welcome to the big time. And AJ's trying to say stuff, but it's not good. Oh, you're going to see a different version or a different side. Or I don't want to go to this place. Like, it goes to so many places, man. There's so many pockets of some of these feuds is very, very similar, honestly. And it's like, I think that's why it got so many potholes in this road to WrestleMania. It does, y'all. Y'all know it do. It does. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre is an unsanctioned fight. It sounds so stupid. Just be a no holds barred, no DQ match. Don't say unsanctioned. Does an unsanctioned match sound good at a WrestleMania, the show of all shows? No, it don't. It sounds trash. Like, come on. Just say no DQ or last man standing. Do something. Like, something. You ain't got to say it like that. Like, these guys been fighting. It's been on site. So you see, with Liv and Stephanie, it's on site. With Punk and Roman, it's on site. It's on site. Oba and Brock on site. And then Oba and Brock is just one of those things. It's just people just like, it's a match that needs to happen. We need to see it. And I think that that's what they've done. They've done the less talking, but made the most noise. Both performers, including Paul Heyman, with the situation. Like I said, we aren't finished with matches. I know R-Truth and Damian are tag champions on SmackDown. Division, Logan Paul and Austin Theory, they are Raw champions the tag champions on Raw. So I'm curious to see what happens. If I forgot a match, please forgive me. There's so many matches. They need to stay at one night, Who knows? Maybe Julia and Tiffany Stratton or something like that. Who knows what's going to happen? I feel like a lot of people who are going to be at WrestleMania is either going to be a manager or doing something. John Cena is hosting it. John just retired and now he's hosting it. Like, they really are throwing things at the wall at this point. I to be a fly on the wall in the creative room, because I know that they just trying to do anything to sell tickets. March 16th, it was like 316 day, Austin 316 day. Get WrestleMania tickets 31.6% off. That's a big price. They're trying to sell stuff. They sell tickets cheaper the day of WrestleMania. So if you're in Las Vegas area, and you want to go, you could probably go up there and get a ticket, because a lot of people aren't buying tickets because the tickets are expensive. And once again, this is definitely one of these WrestleManias to be like, man, I don't know if I would have flew out and watched it just to enjoy it, because I might have not enjoyed it. And I hope I do enjoy it. But the way they do things, it doesn't make anything exciting. But if I did forget a match, let me know in the comments and we'll try to talk about it. Yes, I agree with you, Raphael. I think that's the main thing. It sounds like an AEW match, because AEW does unsanctioned matches. They do lights out matches. When AEW was doing the thing where they actually cared about wrestling records, if you lost an unsanctioned or a lights out match, it would not affect your record. Now, for the record, bars, I didn't think it was a good idea to have them have an AEW record, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about contention and all kind of stuff. Literally, people could just say, hey, I want your title. Then they fighting at the next pay-per-view. But yeah, an unsanctioned match at WrestleMania sounds a little trash to me. Now, I don't think this is the first match called unsanctioned that was on WrestleMania, but it's WrestleMania. Have some class, you want cultured swines. But let me know, did I forget any match? And are you guys looking forward to it? But to me, this Raw to WrestleMania got potholes in it. Let me know. Hope you guys and gals have a wonderful day. This is Chris Classic. Let's take it home.